Hello everybody, here we are again at South Summit, and with me it's Noelia Amoedo, who is the CEO of Mediasmart. Tell me a little bit about Mediasmart. What is it about?
Well, thank you very much for having me. Pleasure to be here. Mediasmart is the mobile advertising technology company. So we help advertisers reach their mobile audiences effectively, right? Mobile audiences are anybody that is browsing through applications or a mobile site that is a site optimized for a mobile device. And they see advertising there. That advertising can be a video, it can be the usual banner, it can be a native format. Usually what happens is that in the second that it takes you to see an ad, there's a lot of stuff that is going on in the background, right? And we're part of that. So that advertising space goes into a marketplace, and then a lot of technology companies such as ourselves try to buy that ad space, right? So our technology is provided to advertisers or agencies that represent those advertisers. And they configure their campaigns and then buy media, but making decisions in real time using a lot of data. All of the decisions are absolutely data driven, with the goal of maximizing the engagement with the advertiser's campaign, right? And so in the end, that makes, of course, the campaign more successful for the advertiser, but it also makes the experience more relevant for the user, right? Because they see advertising that most likely they're interested in. Mm-hmm. So that's in a nutshell what we do, and we license our technology, so most of our business is on a software as a service model, and agencies or advertisers just use it directly, either with a login and password or integrating in the back end.
So I guess that the main advantage of your company is that kind of optimization.
Right. It's definitely, our platform is programmatic. I mean, if you read about not only mobile advertising, but advertising, digital advertising in general, and even for TV, everything is moving to programmatic. That is the type of buying in real time, impression by impression or impact by impact, using data to make those decisions, right? And that obviously has a lot of advantages over the more traditional way of buying media, which was more in a bulk basis, if you will. And it gives you the opportunity to optimize a lot more, right? Because of course, it is our algorithms that do the heavy weight of the optimization, and algorithms can, use a lot more variables and do many more operations in a second than a human brain can. Our platform does provide a good balance, I think, between algorithms and human oversight. So because we still think, human interaction is important. There's still things that are in our brains that are not put in the system. So algorithms do a lot, but then the planners that use our platform also have the ability to touch a lot of levers to also optimize manually if they want to.
That's good. Where do you have the most of your clients?
They're quite spread, and actually, in fact, Spain, even though we started in Spain back in January 2012, doesn't represent the majority of our business anymore. It's only about 20%. We focus strategically in EMEA and Latin America, so that's where most of our customers are, although we have some in the US. And the biggest markets are France, we have customers in Israel, customers in Netherlands, the UK, of course, Italy, Germany, and Latin America.
All over the world.
Yeah, exactly. And Latin America, more Mexico, Brazil are the biggest, but also in Chile, Peru, Argentina. It's a very, our platform is global, right? So when you use it, you can launch a campaign anywhere, right? So even if our customers are in these countries that I mentioned, then they can run campaigns anywhere. And in fact, this year I think we've run campaigns in over 40 and 45 countries. So.
Why did you decide to come here to the South Summit?
Well, we're one of the finalists, so I guess when they told us we're finalists, we have to go, right? No, but it's always good to come to events like this, especially this one in particular is very well organized and quite massive, right, for others, compared to others that I've been to. But it's always good to, well, first of all, put yourself out there. For me personally, it's always good to try our pitch once again, and you run into people telling them what you do in a way they understand it, which is not always in a very short period of time. So that's always good for me personally. But above all, of course, the contacts you make, right? The ability to sit in a room. I think we have later a session where we're going to meet a bunch of investors, and maybe you don't find here one that is interested in you, but they will know somebody that will know somebody that will, right?
You never know.
Exactly. It's all about visibility, and then even if you don't find anything, it's just practice. I mean, often you realize when doing this that you need to change things, or so it's always good. It's always a good experience.
And talking about your experience in entrepreneurship, I would like to know what is the hardest part, in your opinion, of entrepreneurship?
There are several things that are hard. I think if I had to say the hardest is just finding the money. I would like to, be deeper and tell you, but it's hard. Especially, I think it's easy to find that initial bit that takes you to develop the first version of your product, and that seed part, right? But then when you were like us, you're playing in a global marketplace, right? We're competing with companies that come from the US, from Germany, from all over the place, and that often have access to, very deep pockets. It's like getting to that stage in which you want to grow very fast and you would need a lot, and getting it is it's hard. But then beyond that is, of course, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, and that takes a lot of energy. And it's easy. I think often, especially if you see like the success cases and the big ones that have gotten great exits, or it's like it all sounds very good, but behind that there's a lot of late nights. There's a lot of work, a lot of vacation not taken, a lot of frustration often. But I think it's all good in the end, as long as you focus on something that you're passionate about. Because you dedicate so much time to it that if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, then it's
really
it's
need
terrible.
Something about your passionate to focus on that and put all your energy.
Yeah,
on it.
particularly I've been in the mobile space for many years, and yeah, it's something that I know a lot about. Of course, you should also focus on something that in an industry that you know something about, right? So yeah, I still enjoy what I do very much. Otherwise, it would be absolutely hell, I think.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I don't know if you
Thank you.
want to say something to the audience, or
No,
have
well,
you said?
thank you for listening.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time, and well, hope everything goes well.
Thank you. I do hope so too.